and really modifying a default text to be something customized to yourself. So you need to start out the same principle by locating your T tool, creating your text box. This is done in Illustrator and later brought into InDesign because you are editing the vector font itself. So maybe I have the word label. I'm going to choose the font that I plan on using. Maybe it's something I downloaded from the internet. But I locate that font, and then what I'm going to do is make sure it's spelled right, because once we do the next step, it's no longer text and we can't edit it. So please make sure you spelled the word right. Then what you're going to do is grab your black cursor, and you're going to get the nodes around your box, and you're going to control click. When you control click, you're able to create outlines, and this creates it into a vector shape, and it's no longer text. Still reads as text, but it's now a shape. So if I hold shift, I can resize to infinity without needing the T tool anymore. Now you'll notice, really cool, is that it all is selected together. So if I wanted to just move one letter at a time, I would control click again and ungroup. That second control click will let me actually select, I double click there, one letter at a time, and I can move that letter as required. And I'm able to customize, maybe one's longer, simple stuff to begin. So that lets me actually create just individual letters. Now the part that's really fun is that you can actually now customize this font. So perhaps I would like this L to be longer at the end. Using the black cursor, I can only move the whole shape, but using the white cursor, it's my sub-select here, and I'm able to select just the node. Now I will warn you, it's a two-click process. If you try and move on the first one, it moves the whole shape, no good. So first click, select. You'll see you get these little white dots on every one except the one you clicked. Now you're able to actually move the shape and create a longer extension of the shape, which is something you weren't able to do before. Same deal here, I could extend certain letters by clicking once to select. Tell me I'm straight, yeah. And the second click is the one that actually lets me move the nodes. So once you've started the process, you'll find that it moves a lot more willingly, but the very first click, it's a two-click process. And you're able to start customizing your font. Now this might seem really weird at first because this is a new territory of design, but you'll really start seeing benefits in the creativity that you're now able to bring forward in your designs. And so for that point, it is worth trying, even if you're not sure how you could use it just yet, just exploring what it could do for your design. I recommend. But see now, this default font that was very standard for my design to start is now becoming more customized for me and lets me actually create something that's more personal to my product. Now, some designs, it doesn't work, but again, it's one of those things where you're able to slowly customize your adjustments as you need, and you could even change structures, but you must do the one-click select, second click, move, just like that, okay? When you're happy to get this into an InDesign file, you're going to go File, Export, and when you export it, you're going to select the file Portable Network Graphic, which is PNG. Really important when you select PNG is that you actually say your resolution on the second slide. So mine defaults to high because it knows that I always do that. Because we're printing these, we don't want them to say screen resolution. We want it to be 300. And then you're going to hit OK. Now when I go into my InDesign file, lots of stuff going on here, I'm able to make my picture frame of where my text is going to go. Select Command D as in David, and select my document that has my label font. Lots of tutorials happening on here. And again, because it's a picture now, it's going to read as low res. It's not. We know we've made it at the proper resolution. But you are going to want to resize the document first based on your needs. And then to preview how it will print, if you need to because you're worried, go to View, Display Performance, and change it to high. It just runs at a lower res, so it doesn't need all your RAM. But when you hit high, you'll see that it's that 300 res file you designed. And that's how you're able to start customizing, modifying your own font.